everyone, welcome to the channel again, and in this video we'll be looking into the content type once again. But in this video we'll be creating the content type from a file which is already uploaded in your SharePoint document library. So in the previous videos we have seen that the content type which we have created, all of them were having a file uploaded first, then it get used to the document library. But like I said, in this video we'll be using the file which is already stored in our document library. Okay, so this is the file which we will be using, C type. So in the last videos we have already seen what is written in the file. It has name, dob, and two other details. That's it. So it's a very simple basic uh, file. Okay, you can create it by your own. It's not a big task. So let's continue. Okay, meanwhile it is loading up. I'll just wait for a second. Cool. The file has been loaded up, and you can see that it's a very small file and with basic details: name, age, DOB, MOM. That's it. Okay, so we'll be using this particular file for our content type. Okay, so let's go to the site collection level, because that is the place where we create the site collect where we create the content type. So let's click on site information, and then let's go to view all settings. Okay, and let's wait for the settings to load. Okay, so the settings has been loaded up. Now let's click on site content types, because we will be creating the content type on the site level. Let's click on create. Okay, let's give it some name. I'll give it test doc type. Okay, and existing category, it will be a custom type, and I'll select this document content type, and the parent content type will be document. Let's click on create. So the document is created, the type document content type is been created. Now I'll click on advanced settings. Okay, now you can see that use an existing template, enter the URL of the document template, or upload a new document template. So in the last videos we have already seen that you can upload a document template and you can use it. However, in this video we'll be using an existing file as a template. Okay, so I need the URL of it. So it's a pretty tricky task to get the URL, because sometimes the user who is not aware about how to pick the URL, so they just click on the file and click on the copy link. So let me show you what usually other users do. Okay, so let's go to documents. So library is opened now, and this is the file which we are going to use it as a template. So like I said, that what most of the users do is they just click on the ellipsis and they click on copy link. Okay, so let me tell you that this copy link won't work, and let me show you like what happens when you use this type of link. So link is already copied. I'll come up here, I'll enter the URL of it. So I've copied the URL and I'll paste it. Okay, so you can see an expected error has occurred, please try again. So like I said, that this type of link won't work. What we need is actually the path of the file. And how to get the path of the file? It's very simple. The file is already selected. We need to click on the information icon on the top right. Let's scroll down. So we'll need to go to the bottom of the activity area. We need to click on this path, and we'll need to copy this path. So once you copy the path, go to your document type, content type once again, click on advanced settings, enter the URL, paste it. Okay, so this is the URL which I have pasted, and actually this is the exact type of URL how it should be. So I'll save it. Okay, you can see the document is being saved. Okay, it has picked up that URL, everything is saved. Okay, now the Next part is using it, like how to use it in the document library. So let's go to the document library. We are in the document library. I'll open the library settings. Okay. uh, where the okay, I'll just refresh it. The library setting is not showing up. I'll just refresh it quickly. Okay, let's go to the library settings. Click on the gear icon. Let's go to library settings and we'll be adding that content type here. I'll go to more library settings. Okay, add from existing site contents, site content type. Okay, click on it and it was a custom content type, test document content type, add and hit OK. So the content type is now added to the document library and now it is ready to be used in the document library. So I'll go to documents, I'll click on new, I'll click on this test doc type, I'll open this, okay, and I'll just need to fill up the details and that's it. Okay, so pretty easy. So there is a limitations to it. So always they remember that the file should be in the site itself. If you are thinking that file can be stored in a different location and you can use it on a different site, so that is not possible. This is one of the limitations. Okay, so I hope I was able to clear the content type concept and meet you in the next video. So we'll be creating a content type on the hub level and we'll see that what happens when you create a content type on the hub level and how we can use it on across all the site collections. So see you in the next video. Bye.